Thanks very much, Adam. Good afternoon. Well, we have had some horrendous weather here in the British Isles so far this year. I wouldn't say it's unprecedented, but it has been unusual, especially as we had such major storm systems coming in so close together. Emergency weather warnings, remember, with those winds in excess of 90 miles an hour. So this year so far it's been much wetter and much warmer than normal. And the problem is with warm air, it holds so much more moisture and it really does dump a lot of rain. And it's the mountains of Western Britain that really have seen some significant rain since the start of the month. Just take a look at this. Snowdonia and Cumbria collecting around about 10 to 12 inches of rain, about a foot of rain. Compare that to Bridlington, for example, on the east coast with a mere 7 millimetres, and Stansted reported 0 between the 1st and 13th. So stark contrast from west to east. Now, at the moment, well, it's still fairly quiet, and it has actually been for a few days, but unfortunately, more bad weather is on the way. Severe winter weather for the start of this week. We're talking about snow and gale force winds. I don't think it's as bad as they were last week, but still windy weather with gusts around 70 miles an hour and blizzard conditions expected, especially in the Highlands. At the moment, the cold air's still way out west. We've got this front to deal with first that's gradually moving its way in towards Ireland now, and it does look as though we will see that more persistent rain coming in across the northwest through this afternoon. Now, for the rest of us, it's a bit better than yesterday, brighter, just a few showers near western fringes of England and Wales, and hopefully the sun will come out rather more widely again around the London area, the Midlands and East Anglia. So after a rather cloudy spell, improving for many here and not feeling quite as chilly as yesterday. Temperatures typically around 10 or 11 degrees. The winds will become a feature though, a southwesterly wind picking up later today across the north, and just watch the winds for tomorrow. The strengthening westerly wind bringing much colder air in across the north on Monday, and that increasing risk of snow. Now in the south tomorrow it'll be mild again, and remember we've got that rain to contend with. That'll gradually be spinning its way in, and it probably will rain in the southeast just about all day. But behind that we get the clearer, brighter but colder air, and there's an increasing risk of snow during the day. Now I should think parts of northern England and Northern Ireland will see some snow through the afternoon, especially in the hills, but it's Scotland that could well have severe weather, very cold, and snow down at low levels. Now for Tuesday too, severe weather across the north of the British Isles. We still have those gales or severe gale force winds, and as you can see the cold air will have driven right down across the south of the British Isles. So some poor weather around, but a hint that later in the day we could start to see those showers turning back to sleet and maybe rain as we draw in milder air. A bit of I suppose there's some uncertainty as to how quickly the mild air comes back in, but after Tuesday it does look as though it will arrive gradually and then push steadily eastwards across the British Isles. So after that cold start to the week, it starts to become milder again. A little bit chilly still in the north on Wednesday, but for the rest of us, temperatures starting to pick up. The cloud and patchy rain starts to move in again, driven in on gale force westerly winds. There could be quite a bit of rain in some western areas, and again pepping up as it pushes its way further north still on Thursday. But just look at the temperatures on Thursday, up to double figures in many areas, 11 or 12 degrees, really quite a change before we start to see that pushing south again, and it looks as though the week will end with some cold and showery weather, and again more